I'm Bob Hallmark in Diana today. I'm at New Diana Schools, and let's talk math. It is so important for all of us, and it affects every aspect of our lives for the rest of our lives. But this has got something to do with robotics. There was a tournament here in Dallas recently where a team from right here at New Diana Schools, actually 3 teams, went and acquitted themselves very well. Now, to talk a little bit about this, we're joined by their coaches. Go ahead and state your name.
My name is Cindy Ledgate.
Okay, and you're one of the coaches?
Yes, sir. I am an elementary robotics coach.
All right, and?
I'm Samantha Sidlowski, and I am the New Diana Middle School robotics coach.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, we had 3 teams that actually went to this, is that right?
Yes, sir.
How did we get there to begin with? Now, this was, I understand, a world competition in Dallas.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How did we get there to begin with?
For my 5th grade elementary school team, we were able to compete and bring home 3 trophies from 3 different competitions, winning the Excellence Award. After that, we went to state in Dallas, and we were able to finish in the finals with an 8th ranking, which enabled us to get into the world competition last week in Dallas.
Okay. And it's the same with your group as well?
Yes, sir. We had to win certain awards to qualify for state. I had 2 teams that I actually had 5 teams qualify for state. 2 were qualified for worlds. One had the 5th highest score in our division, and the other one had the 6th highest score. And we had very high skill scores in order for us to compete in the world's competition.
All right, now let's talk about this world competition. This wasn't just a few schools that gathered here.
No, sir.
This was a lot of schools from all over the world. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Somewhere over 700
Yes, sir.
Yes.
teams.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you had teams as far away as China and Canada and I guess Africa. Okay, you had all of these teams. Now let's talk a little bit about, and we're going to introduce the teams here in just a second here. But they had a task to perform, which, as I understand it, in every robotics competition, that's what they're looking for. You have a task to perform. How do you get there? And the kids actually designed and built their own robotics. Is that right?
Yes, sir. The VEX robotics competitions, they stress that it's student-led. And they even have to sign documentation that they have created that robot, they planned the robot, and they have programmed the robot. And that is with just a little bit of coaching off to the side.
There we go. And it's not just the building, is it? It's the programming. That's the important part here.
Yes, it's a combination of problem solving and continuing to work towards our build and changing. We've probably had 3 or 4 different robots that we built throughout the season in order to get to our robot that we took to Worlds and State and were successful. And so it's a design process that we continue to work on, and then programming the robots to make them do the same thing without a person. So.
All right, well, in that case, let's go ahead and meet the teams right now as we come by here. Go ahead. And
My name is Nora East, and I'm in 5th grade.
Okay.
I'm Callie West, and I'm in 5th grade.
Reed Rizosa, and I'm in 5th grade.
Kaylin Roberts, and I'm in 5th grade.
Okay.
Bailey Hudnall, and I'm in 7th grade.
Kanan Stapleton, I'm in 7th grade.
Briston Hughes, and I'm in 7th grade.
Wyatt Prince, I'm in 7th grade.
I'm Alex Wise, and I'm in 7th grade.
I'm Charlie Burris, and I'm in 7th grade.
I'm Kaylin Simons, and I'm in 7th grade.
Okay. And there they are. That's a fine looking group right there. None of them really smiling or anything like that, but you know, when it comes to science, you can't smile about science, can you? No, you can't smile about science. Okay. All right, Charlie, you and Reed come up here with me. All right. So, as now, I'd like to know from your perspective. Let's go with Charlie first. From your perspective, what was this like to be part of this? I mean, I know there were lots of teams there. That had to make you a little bit nervous, but what was this like?
Yeah, it was very nerve-wracking with how many people there were.
Now, you go through the process of designing and building your own robotics. To me, this it would kind of rack my brain to say, where do you even start? But I'm guessing the starting point is, what is your task to be performed? Is that right?
Yes, sir. We look at what we have to do for that this year for the match, and then we find inspiration. And that's where we start with our building process. We'll find inspiration on internet or just by looking at what we need to do on the field.
Okay. Were you satisfied with what you came up with?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did it work as much as you'd hoped it would?
Our driving matches definitely worked a lot as well as I hoped. Programming, not so much.
But the experience had to be very gratifying for you. I mean, you guys did very well with a lot of schools there. I'm guessing you feel pretty good about the way you guys performed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, you guys are not done here. I'm guessing you have other things that you're going to go on to do. Now, does this give you a little bit of an incentive to maybe go into engineering or design or things like that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What would you eventually like to go on to do?
I don't know.
That's all right. You got time. All right. Well, thanks, Charlie. All right, Reed. Same thing with you, man. Talk a little bit about this. What was it like going to the competition and seeing all these schools out there?
It was nerve-wracking at first, and then it got a little more comfortable as the days went on.
Mm-hmm. Now, you guys had to design and build your own robotics and program it. That's the key. If you don't program it, you got nothing, right? Just something that's going to sit there. So your programming had to be right. How much now do you appreciate math now from what you did before, maybe?
A lot. A lot more.
Now, was it fun for you to go to this thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What was the best part of this? I mean, just being part of it, or what was the best part?
What was the best part was like having doing the experience and getting to be a part of it.
Okay. Same question. Do you look at this now and go, maybe I'd like to design, some things in the future, maybe use, science and math as a career somewhere? Do you
Yes,
kind of
sir.
feel that way?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What would you eventually like to go on to do?
I'd like to be like an engineer. I'm not sure which type yet, but an engineer.
Okay. Do you have a bigger appreciation for math now? Okay. Thanks, Reed. I appreciate it. All right. Now, as we talked before, there's... Oh, that might be for me. They're probably looking for me right now to try to kick me out of the school. Is there a sense here of there's a new generation coming up now, and this is so important to sustain us in generations to come? Is it very important that you, with your kids, that they see the importance of what they're doing right now has an impact on them?
Yes, sir. With the world that we're living in, with it becoming advanced with technology to the point of having McDonald's at Fort Worth that's all fully automated with no humans working in it, in that environment, as teachers, if we are doing our kids a service, then we are teaching them and preparing them for jobs that do not exist yet in the world that they're going to be working in as adults. And so math and sciences are imperative that they learn, and they learn it in a way where mistakes are really truly their teachers, and they are taught by their mistakes to advance their knowledge in the math and the sciences.
All right, and that's really the only thing that differentiates us between the machines is we have the ability to reason out a problem if we made a mistake, right? So, pretty proud of your kids at this point?
Absolutely. Yes, they're amazing. We're
Okay.
so proud of them.
All right. Oh, we forgot to mention out of in their division, I guess they finished 26.
26 out of 75 in their division out of the 763 teams.
Okay. Well, congratulations.
Sir, thank
Very
you.
well. All right. Thank you so much. And we will have much more on this story tonight on KLTV 7 News for KLTV Web Extra. I'm Bob Hallmark.